Hi, welcome to Auntie Nat's Crochet. Today I'm going to make a neck warmer, one with a cotton yarn and another one with velvet yarn. I'm not sure I have enough yarn, so this one I'm going to make for a child and this I'm going to make for an adult. I already have one and it's in a circle. I made it in a circle and later I'll join it to show you how it looked like, how I'm going to join it. So this is a very simple neck warmer. It's just half double crochet. I get this using a multicolor yarn. That's why it comes out like this, where it has patches of different color, different tone of orange or some yellow. So now I'm gonna show you with the velvet yarn. This is the not so thick velvet yarn. It's not the chunky yarn, and I'm using a 4mm hook today. So as for the width here, it depends. This is for an adult, so if you think you want the width to be longer, your foundation chain would be longer, because this is, we're gonna start like this and work our way. So this is the width. Here I have about 5.5 inches. So it's best that you measure it against a ruler, or maybe you measure it against your neck and see how wide you want it to be instead of how many number of stitches, because different type of yarn you might need different number of stitches to come up with this length. So now I'm going to start with the velvet yarn, and I'm going to make a chain. I'm not sure how many chain I should make yet. So after I make the foundation chain, I think I'll just measure it and see if it's too thick. Okay, I'm gonna make this for a 3-year-old child, and this is for the adult, so I guess it should not be as wide as this. So I think this is I fold it into two, so it's slightly shorter, and as at when I crochet, I think I'm gonna shrink a bit, so I think this should be the length. Let's try. Okay, once I have the foundation chain, I'm gonna join it with a slip stitch. And I'm gonna make half double crochet all around. I'm not gonna join every row with a slip stitch. I'm just going to make half double crochet. It goes round and round and round and round, so there won't be any joining mark. There won't be a line to show where I join. So it doesn't matter whether it's velvet or velvet, at least it won't show that much, but if it's cotton yarn, it will show. So here the same, I did it, I went round and round and round, so you cannot see any join, I mean where I join. So you just go round and round and round. So this one, I do not count my stitches. Here I hide the tail. All I do is just half double crochet in every stitch. So every stitch that I see, I'll just put in a half double crochet. I'll come back to you once I have it a little bit longer. I just want to show you, I've come to almost the end here. Half double crochet means you yarn over 3. So once I reach the end here, I do not do a slip stitch. I just continue to do my half double crochet all around. So once you have a tube, this is the width. So you measure your width and see how wide you want it. This is for a child, so I don't think I want it that wide. Whereas this is for an adult. This is just slightly shorter, just slightly shorter. Anyway, cotton yarn will come out different from velvet yarn. This is velvet, so it will look a bit, and for the length, so long, it can go through your head depending on how wide you want it on your neck, whether you want it to fit your neck very well or at least a little bit of space. So if you want it to fit just exactly, you have to make sure this one can go through your head. So you go through your head and goes to your neck. So I plan to do it as a twist. So here, later I'll show you once I have this. I want to measure against this one and see roughly how long. So same goes with this. The length is going to be so long that it can go in the head. It can go from the head to the neck, then it's alright. I do not really measure because it's up to each individual whether you want it to be longer or shorter. So this is a very simple and fast to do neck warmer. All you have to do is just get some yarn, the right yarn that you want, and you can just make a tube. You can either make it one plain one and join it together, or you can make it into a tube like this. Make it into a tube, into this length, into the length that you want, then we join it. I'll come back to you once this is the length that I want. Okay, I come to the length that I want. So I'm going to fold it into two like this. I'm going to fold it into two, and I'm going to turn this. So here, this is a tube. After you turn it, you're going to have a knot here, kind of knot here. So up to you, you can actually sew these two together and later sew this part together. But now I want to do it the other way around. I'm going to sew the outer part first, and I'm going to turn over this side and sew the other side. Which means I'm going to sew this to this first, and these two I'm going to flip it the other side and sew it later on. So now I'm going to connect this part to this part. I'm going to use the granny stitch thing. I'm gonna try to here, because I ran out of yarn by the time I finished this, so this is an independent yarn, it's not the tail. So I'll just tie a knot here first. I will hide the rest later in the inside. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this row and this row, these two later on. So since I started here, I'm gonna come here and stitch this way. And this one, this is where I start and go through here, the same stitch here, go up the next stitch, So after this side, I'm gonna go here from the same stitch, go up to the next stitch. Might not be much now, you might not see much now. Later when I pull, you will see it's kind of like invisible. This is like the granny stitch thing. And from here, from here we go to the next one. Or you have any other better way to stitch this, so long it's together. So once I pull this, it's kind of invisible. So next is here to here. And this is the part. And go up to the next stitch. So you might not pull it that hard now. Later, once you pull tight, it's kind of invisible. It looks like this, and when you pull, it looks like the stitch, I hope. Right, I mean, oh yeah, I should take this as well, because this is the, yeah, I should take here. I should take this side too, because if not, I'm gonna leave a line here. So my mistake here, I should go through this one, both lines. Here just a few lines. Later I will amend here. I will get rid of this line here, because just now I did on the inner loop here, the inner part here. I forgot that I'm supposed to take both of it, because over this side I only have one strand, because I did not use the bum side when I started, so that's why there's only one strand. So when it's one strand, it's just easy, you just put through and that's it. And for this side, you should put through here like this. Make sure it's only these two, it does not involve the back two. It does not involve the back, only these two. Okay, now it looks better because I cover this line here. There's only few here, I will amend later on. So I'll show you a few more. We started here, and then you should go up here. See, you kind of join it. If you do not like this stitch, you can actually use another type of stitch so long you join it together. So I'll come back to you once I'm at the end. So that means you join here, here, until here, then you turn it to the back here and continue. That's how you join the whole loop. And if you want, you can do a few more rounds just to secure it. As for this, it's easier because no matter how you stitch, it might not show much because this velvet is kind of bumpy. So I'll come back to you once I've had two of it connected nicely. Okay, this is how the finished product look like. Here you can still see a bit the join, and not that obvious. So So if you think this is too wide, this is not exactly choking on the neck. I think this is too wide, as that when you crochet, you just measure it against your neck to see whether you want it to be shorter, or you can actually add a brooch here just in case. And this one is a smaller one for the child, just slightly smaller, and this is of velvet yarn. This is cotton yarn, this is velvet yarn. So velvet yarn, you could not really see the joining part because it's kind of fluffy. You can't really see much. So here I did a twist as well. So actually this one, an adult can wear it too. It's just that it will be quite near the neck. Or if you want it even a bit closer, you can just add a brooch or something. So this is how it looked like, just a simple neck warmer of just plain half double crochet stitch all the way, half double crochet stitch. And this is in velvet yarn, and this is in cotton yarn. Hope you like this pattern, and do subscribe to my channel. See you in my next post. Thank you for watching.